I want you to stay with me where we are. This now anatomically is the physical gateway. And it's interesting, seeing hundreds and thousands of vaginas in my lifetime, this type of geometry takes on a particular form here. So please excuse this, my undissected transparency got away from me here, so I had to use this one, but I'm going to help you see what I'm seeing. This normally would be skin, this normally would be skin, so you would not be able to see what's underneath, okay? But since we are given a peek here, I do want you to understand that there is a master intelligence. I call it the creator or enter, you can call it a lie, you can call it whatever you want to, but truly arteries and veins, nerves, lymphatics, tissues like this don't get laid down by the Big Bang. Phenomenal. You got to get that. When you go inside of your body and see the miraculousness and the order of it and recognize that it is sealed forever. See, that's awesome. The creator that I came from is so awesome that it can make something that can last indefinitely and seal that bad boy forever. If you take care of it, you never have to go in it. See, that lets you know right off the bat that surgery is unnatural. Okay, it's unnatural. But many times to bring people back into reality, you got to do unnatural things to get them back here. And we understand that. I mean, if you get smashed up in a car accident, there's no need for the herbalist to rush to your side because you're going to need some sutures to pull your arms and things and put them back in place. Do you understand that? But it was an unnatural event that requires an unnatural specialty to bring you back. But after you are sewn back together, then you've got to go into wholeness. And that's where my colleagues fail. Because it is a science that has been created for unnatural phenomena, and they do not have a hookup to bring people back into wholeness. So we have people that get smashed over and over again. Having one accident, they don't get woke up as to how they created that, and what they need to do is a wake-up call. So they have to have 3 or 4 and hope they can live through them. And nobody's ever shown them that you are on a cycle. So you're in a rut. It's like on a record, and you're in a scratch groove and can't get out. Okay, because you need some information so you can get to the next level that hasn't been imparted to you. But check this out now. This is the clitoris. These are the labia minora. This is the entrance to the vagina. Now, as I was studying one day and I was looking at what was supposed to be art, that was an artistic, mathematical expression of how the galaxy functioned, this is what the page had. And I was like, wow, that looks real familiar. Why does it look so familiar? I was like, wow. And they told me this is the vortex that enters into this galaxy. I was like, wow, this looks real familiar. And I ran and got my anatomy book, and I put this on top of it, and I was like, whoa, that's really heavy. Okay, because it was showing me literally, if you look at this dot right here, okay, this is the same dot right here, that's the entrance to the vagina. So this is the labia again, this is the entrance to the vagina. So we're looking at the gateway to this dimension, which literally, believe it or not, is heaven. And I think Dr. Ben talked about that. So therefore, now check this out. So therefore, here I am looking at the gateway to this dimension. Okay, now this is a biggie. This is a biggie, and when I am doing what I call lifestyle support, I can't even go there and talk about psychiatric therapy because I don't want the patient to be confused that I'm using any of these techniques that would keep them shackled to an idea for 20 years. Okay, because that's how most psychotherapists work. But if this is the gateway to this dimension, and the whole point for you coming here is to get a chance to reactivate your library, your DNA, so that you can figure out what you need to do to be able to ascend off of this planet, then your mother and father basically have done everything that they need to do. So when I have people sitting with me that are 45, 50, 60, 70 years old still crying about what their mama didn't do, I was like, they missed this one real big. Okay, because if she walked off and she never saw you again, if you never saw your father again, you got the goal. The goal is you got a body that has I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of years of information for you to access, for you to move forward. So therefore, you cannot cry over the icing when you have the cake. And that's really important. Holding on to garbage and trash about what you think your mama didn't do, daddy didn't do, etc., let it go today. I want you to go home privately, and I want you to release them. And I want you to recognize that you have everything you need, and that you need to start looking inward, because the library is it. So that are loving you and that, are coaching you along the way, etc., I'm telling you, you should be so grateful you don't know what to do. Just like Master Teacher Amiya said, you must honor them. Do you understand that? You must honor them because you got to go. And that's just it. And we need to leave that alone and stop wasting so much time. Okay, that was a real big psych job used to keep people in a groove on a scratch record of their DNA and not to be able to move forward. Do you understand that? So there's some other things that go along with that, but we'll talk about that. Now, check this out. Now, when I turn the next page in the book, this is what they said. They were saying that, wow, when you go up into this gateway, you are sitting there learning. In this gateway, when you get a body, your body already is learning the heavenly sciences. It's learning the human or biophysical sciences. It's learning the earthly sciences. So that's why, as Dr. Amy has said, I want to make you a doctor, Master Teacher. Can I just defer upon your degree here? I want to make you a doctor. Paul, you have to be born, and you're already born, and astrologer, an astronomer, a physicist, a geometrist, a dancer, a healer. You're already born these things. And the DNA or the genetic marker that you activate when you step out in this dimension known as birth is the spin-off point that you're going to then learn all the rest of this stuff so you can make your ascension. See, so there is no divine purpose that is so lowly or insignificant that you should ever try to reprogram a child that he should forget about that and go over here and learn this. Okay, and these mothers are doing this. Oh, what do you want to, what you over there making them baskets for? You ain't gonna make no money doing that. You better get over here and get this book. What is that for? Okay, because I go to all these stores, the very nice stores, that's all they have is tons of baskets. Some of them cost $200-300 each. Do you hear me? And I'm saying that basket weaving, cleaning, whatever. The key is, what is the standard that that individual should be taught as to how they should deliver their gift? So whether it's making baskets, cleaning, ironing, physics, geometry, where is the standard that they should deliver their gift or purpose through? That is what is not in place. It's not about whether one is better than the other, because all of these are gateways, whichever one you have activated at birth, that you have to get everything else. You're not going to leave here unless you become a physicist and a mathematician and everything else. I don't care if you are a dancer. Or if you're going to make your ascension, you're going to have to learn all of it. I'm telling you, you're already sitting in it. The uterus teaches you that. The uterus is supposed to already download and activate all of this in your DNA. See, when the mother understands who she is, when she gets pregnant, this is supposed to be activated when you step out. That's why I don't recommend women work when they're pregnant, because they're supposed to be activating this. Her consciousness in thinking this activates this. So we bring people here, sleep mothers, because we're so busy working. Oh, you got to work, so you don't have time to go somewhere and activate the little person's DNA so he can step out already on purpose. You're too busy working. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? This is a real big crime that we create. So then when you have somebody sitting up here that's blundering around, not understanding what's happening, then you want to get with the teacher. The teacher's supposed to be helping these individuals refine all this raw information. They showed you that in the X-Men. The people are already walking through walls and having X-ray vision and levitating. The teacher's only helping them get control over it so they don't destroy themselves. They're not supposed to be wondering, do they have any gifts? But you're busy working, so therefore you can't activate this. And I'm talking to the brothers here too, because you should not even think about warning your wife to be working while she's bringing a genius here. And it's your responsibility for you to figure out how to master this dimension so that she can have everything she needs so that person can step out of here jamming. So that's the price for everybody wanting to keep their organs, their genitals, turned to the reproduction diet. Now you have to understand what I'm telling you here, because we're multi-purposeful. We have